lower bracket final of this round of 16 or 32. We had the round of 32 yesterday, round of 16 today. Group D will be deciding who's gonna follow Moon. 14 Sway made it through the winner bracket into the winner bracket final, was then defeated by Moon in a very, very quick game, but now his opponent is a little weaker, I would say, but has these great runs against especially Night Elves in the open qualifiers. In July, he eliminated Foggy. This month in August, he took a map off of Moon. And 14 Sway is playing the Undead, is playing the Night Elf. So I think Anxi has not the worst of chances in this matchup, even though 14 Sway at this point should be considered the favorite. We start on Northern Isles.
And for 14 Sway, it's going to be the keeper first. This hero is still certainly popular in this matchup, but not the end-all be-all anymore. We see Demon Hunters again, we see Wardens even sometimes again, but here's the keeper still. And a very aggressive opening here by Anxi, going in with the Ghoul plus Acolyte Harass, forcing the Ensnare on the Archer, and that Archer actually dies. That's a bit of an early game disaster. Oh, or does she die? Look at the oh my god, 7 HP. No, don't walk back in! Oh! The Acolyte headbutts her to death. And a 1-for-1 trade, I guess. But this creep camp also severely delayed.
And the DK is coming.
Yeah, the DK is coming, and this should be easy last hits now for the Death Knight.
I think so too. Entangle has been used. He gets one wisp. There's a 7-second cooldown now on the coil. The Engine of War is in trouble as well, man. This ultra aggression, 14 Sway, is not dealing well with pressure today. Second wisp down. 90 experience right from the start. Dispel's coming in, but dodges one.
At least the creep's not being stolen away here. This would be the biggest disaster. Oh my god, another wisp dies. Oh my god, look at the DK. He's got almost as much experience as the keeper does.
I haven't seen this creep camp punished so hard by an undead. Okay, saves this into a tree of life. Okay, a little ambitious. Yeah, gets another entangle out, but also cool to kill the critter. So 2 more skeletons, and that's the wisp dead.
How many wisps died?
4, 5?
And there might be one more in the main. Good juggling. Whoa! That was close. This tech is gonna be so late for 14 Sway.
Yeah, not his day today, apparently. And now we still have ghouls. They're creeping the warden spot. Tech is already on the way. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, was playing Gargs as well. Doesn't seem to be the case here yet, but could always be. He's still early in the tier 2 tech department, and the progress on the DK is really good. He's still trying to get an expo up. 14 Sway is. At one point he will probably get it, but with tier 2 being rather close and the keeper highly underleveled, hard to hold this. By the way, chat comes in. Mouse, a long-time subscriber here. I will spend a few weeks in Shanghai soon. Could I PM you for some tips where to party, etc.?
Oh boy, do I have a suggestion for you. Hell yeah.
I was about to say the same. Like, contact Remo.
Yeah. Add me on Discord or Twitter or whatever. Gonna invite you to a group, and you're gonna be drinking for free every night. You're welcome.
Indeed, you're welcome. A little reward for your long-time subscription here. Personal party advice by Remo. Not too many people get that. It's a little bit of an honor.
Exclusive back to Warcraft sub-perk. 14 Sway is recovering in this game though. Getting up his keeper levels now. Finally, will be reaching level 3, I believe, after this camp. Counter expansion for Undead used to be quite fashionable for a while. Haven't seen it too much lately though. And does not look like Anxi is planning to do this. Instead is going for the second crypt. Gargoyles will be coming. So actually, Expo could certainly still be doable, but not aiming for that just yet. Just mass creeping up. Level 3 on the DK already. And still continuing to creep with the first hero.
Alright, claims the middle with ghouls and DK at the laboratory. That is a tough spot, man. Also a little unusual at this point to go for this camp. You do kind of want to claim the middle, I guess.
It is a little bit dangerous against the Keeper. He is much stronger now at this point in the game with the Entangle, of course. And this camp, if you have a lot of normal damage, it's actually pretty easy to take because the two guys on the side, don't even know what they're called, have medium armor, so you can take him out easily. And then it's only the big boy left. Item for him is only the ring +4. That is rather poor. But at least now he's a tanky boy. With 11 armor on the DK, tier 2 is reached. Oh, he's supply blocked. Can't go for the Lich right now. That's a little annoying. So, sacrificial pit or what?
Thank you, Badito, for the 2-month resub. The cool thing about Undead versus Night Elf matchup is, no matter who wins, I hate... I hate lost. What a racist. Hates half of the population in the entire Warcraft world.
I mean, you know, not too long ago everyone hated Night Elf, so who are we to judge?
Foggy actually won 1, apparently. So struggling there. Yumiko won his game in the lower bracket against In Vain, so he's playing Suns now.
Dude, 1 of the win. That item is so good.
Yep.
That item is actually kind of imbalanced because it is so much better against DK than against everything else. Matt Morris!
Why is that, Remo?
Because the DK is a healing hero. This item is best at preventing healing. And undead units, for the most part, are very valuable, and it's important to keep them alive. Fiends is what I'm talking about. However, in this game, it's a little bit different because we have no fiends. We have... Oh, wow, I haven't seen this in a while. It's the tier 2 Ghoul all-in. So there must be at least 1 heal scroll for him, I guess. Oh, nope. No heal scroll yet. Wow.
But a Scroll of the Beast. There are wisps, of course, to detonate this.
Oh, I think that's a big mistake, though.
He's
No Scroll of the Beast?
The expansion. No, he doesn't want it dispelled, I guess. There's the first dispel by the wisps. Oh, this Alchemist, though, putting in a lot of damage with Acid Bomb. Nova comes in. I think this push is a little delayed. Here's the first time the Wen of the Wind is being used. And, of course, no dispel with the tier 2, as dispel is only available at tier 3. But he gets some kills on these archers with the Skeleton Ghoul group.
There's no meat wagon, no slaughterhouse for statues behind this. Then the sustain in this engagement will be much better. But it's looking pretty decent so far for Anxi, I guess. This strat is super unusual, the tier 2 Ghoul Gargoyle, but we have seen it before. And it hits at a very critical timing before the mass air is coming out just yet, before everything is being mounted. And still then, there's going to be Gargs against it. You need to have at least like 2-3 hippos out, perhaps, preferably more. And 14 Sway didn't have the time for that. And now with the Carls, with the Novas coming in, more and more kills will be going the Undead's way. Still with the Scroll of the Beast available, by the way. Oh, again, that One of the Wind was really nice.
Yeah. I really don't like adding the hippos that early when you can't mass them yet, but this worked really nicely. 2 kills. Archer staffed out, so that's on cooldown now. But he can continue the push with only 1 ghoul remaining, though. What's coming next? Yeah, he builds ghouls. He's not focusing on Gargs only. It's hard to judge now. He needs a lot of Gargs to face the hippos in masses, but he also needs the normal damage against the buildings. So, not easy for Anxi at the moment, but he's winning the air fight apparently with losses, but he does.
2 for 2 right there. 2 hippos for 2 Gargs. Hippos are a little bit cheaper, though. But the archers now without hippos suddenly are pretty easy to chase down. This DK still with the mana potion, still with that Scroll of the Beast. Still not using it. Keeper has to be careful as well, still with a TP on him. But Undead heroes now pretty much entirely out of mana. Man, wouldn't 1 slaughterhouse be so insanely good? Like 1 slaughterhouse, 1 statue.
I think he can't afford it. Without the 2 ghouls, maybe he's not winning the ground fight. Without the additional gargoyles, maybe he's not winning the air fight. It's really tough to make decisions here for Anxi, but so far, I think he's doing the right ones.
Still far from over, though. Once 14 Sway stabilizes here, once the Expo is fully mining, this can very well still be his game. So this is pretty intense still. Nice staff there, saves the Hippogriff, and takes out 1 more Gargoyle again. But saving these hippos doesn't do much because the Moon Juice is completely dry. Yes, it saves them, they survive, but there's basically no healing for them. No Moonstone now, okay, that's a good choice.
3 hippos coming, he needs a Nova soon. Has 1 mana potion, but wants it on the DK. Still not mining. is 14 Sway. Anxi continues to push, builds more Gargs, needs them in the fight soon. I mean, there's not an acid bomb here, so he has no chance to fight with 3 against 5.
Now it's Scroll the Beast time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Nice
The damage
choice.
now. Plus 16 in air fights for Gargs. Okay, he dispels it though.
Alright, good disengage. But still only 32 supply. 14 Sway. If the expansion falls, this game is certainly over. But it hasn't fallen yet. It's costing a lot of Wisp lives, though, to keep this alive.
He needs to gather some seals. This is a very low supply game. Like, always around 35 to 40. But 14 Sway just can't group them up. We also have a Hippogriff Rider, which is a weird choice. This guard mass, he can't deal with it anymore.
I think we're at a critical point, critical mass, as we like to say. It's not easy to kill the Tree of Life, though, with mostly piercing damage. Finally, it's nighttime again, natural nighttime, so it's going to be much more regen again soon for 14 Sway, but the damage seems to be done.
Yeah, Expo's killed. Oh, he's engaging again with 5 hippos. This one Hippo Rider, I think, cripples him a lot. Nice, Nova. He will tear him apart. 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. These Gargs are easily winning this fight. But time for repair. Going for the Alchemist now, who has another Acid Bomb, but Entangle follow-up, where is it? Not coming. But at least the tree is still alive.
How much longer, though? I love how he brought double skull, by the way. This was 2 skulls up here for the Blight.
Was it with backpack or something?
I think so, yeah. One armor upgrade on the Gargs, by the way, interestingly.
Yeah, against the Acid Bomb. I like that idea.
Pretty cool. And now the tree's dead, and that usually means good games, as 14 Sway drops down to 29 supply. If the Undead overextends into the main, perhaps there is a chance still for the young 14 Sway. Oh, but it's so many Gargs. It is so many Gargs, they're one-shotting these hippos.
He has a chance by killing the DK, but counter focus, and the Keeper falls first. There's the level up. GG by 14 Sway, who goes 0-3 today. And actually, the exact opposite, right?
Yeah.
3-0.
With, I guess, his favorite unit, Gargoyle.
Yeah, he likes that.
See it every single game so far.
Yeah, he's really good with that. I'm pretty, like, this was a game won by brain, I think. Not the execution, which was good as well, but, you know, making the right units at the right time and pushing with these units at the right time and focusing the right thing at the right time with the units he built. I've not much to complain about.
And the level 1 harass was also really good, with the Ghoul, with the Acolyte over early. Not very well defended, to be honest, by 14 Sway. If you see the Ghoul early, you just entangle it twice and kill it right away, and then it's much easier to deal with that. But he was focusing on the creeps first, which is a big no-no mistake. And yeah, openings can matter, Neo, as I like to point out sometimes.
I heard about that.
So yeah, that expansion was late, didn't get the necessary resources. And pretty cool. Anxi here with his own little build.
Yeah. So, apart from that, no new results yet. As we said, Foggy versus Ice Orc is 1-1. Ice Orc also a player with good decision making and good ideas in the game, which back in the day, it was always this cliche that the Chinese players are just robots. And they just play this one strategy to perfection. But that's not the case anymore, man. Things change.
Was that the cliche? That the Chinese are all robots?
Yes, of course.
I remember everyone was calling Lucifron a robot.
He was Patch Orc.
There were a lot of Patch Orcs. He wasn't the only one. In the community's, or in some of the community's opinion. I always thought Lucifron was freaking insane.
Yeah, he was so
that
good.
guy was unbelievable.
Speaking of this, like, community saying stuff. Did you see the Todd video that was hyped on Reddit yesterday?
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
I know you argued about that in Xi'an and Saturday on our stream already. So what's your opinion on this?
On balance?
On Todd's statements there that human can't win against undead.
Well, I disagree, of course. I think the difficulties lie in different fields with the two races. Human, there's a lot of decisions to be made, which are very impactful. And undead, it's all about execution. But yeah, I don't view it the same as Todd, obviously.
Obviously. We will view a second game. Anxi, one map away from the top 8. We are going to Last Refuge with Anxi starting in the bottom left. 14 Sway about to be eliminated. We were hyping him up so much going into this open qualifier, but apparently it's not his day yet. Or he strikes back. We'll see. Actually pretty good against Night Elf. I think I saw yesterday a win rate of 70% or something. That is a lot.
All right, interesting. Keeper first. It is, once again, on the undead side, it's going to be a ghoul build, but with a delayed crypt. So slower there with a tier 2 and everything, basically. But the DK will be coming out right away for instant harass, most likely. No ghoul harass this time around. Wouldn't make much sense on LR. The first camp is just way too easy for the Nile to take. Not like a ghoul could really interfere there in any real way.
Another little update. Yumiko is having a rematch against Suns for the second spot in Group B. And Suns is leading 1-0.
Cool. Suns is kind of also one of these guys, you know, who are in the ranks, waiting to prove themselves. Haven't really seen a stand-up performance from him just yet, but maybe that's gonna come soon.
I wasn't too impressed yesterday. I think it was Yumiko's fault to lose the game rather than Sun's moves to win the game. But seems to continue today, so good for him. DK running over, but what can he really accomplish here now? I mean, last game he killed like 5 wisps. This is not possible here.
Players' forces are under attack.
Keeper's continuing to creep. Sometimes with the DK interfering here, this camp can be basically all stolen and the Keeper finds himself remaining on level 1. Much like a Blade Master can do oftentimes early game here on LR. But no, DK hunting the wisps in the main. Tech has already started, so losing these wisps will hurt. One of them has fallen, second one to follow. And it's going to be at least 3 dying here. Could certainly result in lumber issues.
Okay, 5 HP save. Keeper is already level 2, which is nice. Also having the new cloak is good to have. So yeah, this was better than I thought by Anxi. Not too sure if it's the right way though. News from the Foggy game. Foggy 2, Ice Orc 1. Foggy in the top 8 as the 3rd Night Elf.
Another wisp has fallen, so now we're down to how many lumber wisps? 4? Only 4? Ooh, that's really low. That is really, really low. Trying to go for an expansion is going to be pretty tough now, but perhaps he's still going to be able to do this. DK started creeping as well with the ghouls. That is his level 2. Oh no, don't lose the wisp! You only have 4! Oh, down to 3.
Where were you? I couldn't follow. I'm sorry. But okay.
Down at the ghouls. Ah. And he still sets up the expansion. Now he has 2 wisps. No, wait.
Hey, here's one.
He's got 1 wisp. No, 2 wisps on lumber. Yeah, 2 wisps.
And he's at 10 right now.
He's at 0. He made an archer.
Like, second hero and wins. This is gonna be so late. How is that supposed to work?
He's gonna have to remake a lot of wisps. He's gonna get 1 ghoul kill, 2 ghoul kills with a level up. So that's pretty nice, but he needed something like that, it feels like.
Yeah.
By the way, expansion in the north scouted. This can just be cancelled. If Anxi just runs north right now, he sees the Keepers out of mana. Anxi should run north right now with a bunch of ghouls. This is an easy cancel.
Skeleton saw it, of course. Second crypt again. So maybe he just lets it come through so it's not cancelable anymore. He, of course, doesn't know about the lumber situation. But I like 14 Sway's move to delay the second crypt. This would buy a lot of time.
And it is gonna work. And Anxi's getting distracted. He could have just run past this. I guess it's a little bit scary with the keeper and archers already there. But I think that would have been the play. Just ignore the archers in the main and just go north. But okay, good distraction. Crypt cancelled and expansion will be coming up. And now, yeah, he has to remake a lot of wisps. Can't even go for a single lore or a second hero.
Yeah, he doesn't have
A single wind, I mean.
a Hunter's Hall, exactly. So it's wins, of course. A new result here. Good for you, Remo. Hug is leading 1-0 against Sari in the lower bracket.
boy.
A town is under siege.
Hug. But here comes the... Oh no, it's not coming. He's creeping for the level 3. I thought he would be pushing, but waiting for Lich and Gargs. 25 supply only would maybe be a little risky. I think he's assuming an Alchemist as well. Because that would be the time for the Alchemist here. And then push with this number of ghouls would most likely end up in a disaster, so...
Yeah, against this Ghoul Garg strat, you really, really need Alchemist. Oh, Keeper coming in with a well-timed ambush again. That's gonna be another Ghoul kill. And these Ghoul kills matter, actually. Because you want them for the push later on. Dude, I'm having sick lags, you too?
Nope, all good. Who's gonna get the last hit? Keeper stole one already. Lich got that one. So Poison Ivy on that Lich forces the big mana early. 14 Sway with a very good early mid game despite the lumber issues. Kills.
Oh, Keeper!
Whoa.
How did you not see that coming, dude? What?
Me?
I mean him.
Ah, I didn't see it coming either, but...
He's got another Nova! He could have killed him! It's only level 1 hero though, maybe it's not, that's not even worth it.
Yeah, he wants the expansion now, I guess. There's 4 archers. Still no wind, right? Is there? One engine of wind just started production. And we have 2 guns already. What?
Yeah. I mean, like, 1 wind only now.
Yeah, more Gargs.
There we go, guys. Don't lose all your wisps during tech is the lesson of this match. It's not over yet, though, actually. He's still in this. But these archers, they can't be mounted with the coils, with the Novas. When you start dying, Alchemist needs to be careful not to be surrounded here. We have more skeletons. Getting the shop would be a big kill. Yeah, no wisps around right now for the detonate. This shop is surely gonna fall.
He buys the staff, so at least he has that, but no Moonstone, no Clarities. Ouch. There's still mana for the undead heroes. There's a Nova. There's 3 coils. And he brings the 3 ghouls again. After dealing with a couple of archers who are draining moon juice again, it's still daytime. Oh my god, it just turned day. He is not healing anything with these moonwells.
Wisp coming out for the repair, but with that, they're being exposed to Nova. Oh, actually, Anxi holding on to the mana here patiently, just sniping them out with the Lich, with the Gargs, and this tree seems to be dead. Alright, last stand. One last valiant defense here attempted now by 14 Sway, but these archers, they're just dying like flies.
Yeah.
Balloon's Grey is not good enough.
Yeah, buff, please. That was a nice Nova. There's almost no anti-air. Soon to be 7 Gargs. But the Keeper is back. Summons some Treants. That's his only bit of mana. And the expansion is... Oh, still not killed. Going for the skull again. He seems to be influenced by Lucifer here for sure.
But again, it's like kill after kill. There was a timing window where this expansion could have easily been killed. Is this now his downfall? Because somehow supply numbers are rising. We have a lot of hippogriffs out now.
Only
now,
3 against 5.
but Anxi can still commit. Anxi still can still commit and kill this tree. And this time he's gonna follow through. No, he's not.
Nope. Dealing with the hippos. I understand that move. Getting 2 out. That's the level up. The Alchemist is super low. Staffed out. And now he's gonna get it. Now there's no repair anymore. It was just a matter of time. So he doesn't have to commit and then TP out. I think keeping the hippo numbers low is more important because now he's completely dominating.
Yeah, I mean, the way it shook out, that's true. But if you kill the tree, even if you lose the air fight, you still probably win the game. But okay, he wins the game anyways. As it seems. Gargoyles chasing. This time, no upgrades on them, but still good enough to dominate the air.
Anxi is a beast against Night Elf, apparently. 3 impressive results in these open qualifiers. Maybe that not justifies, but makes Foggy's loss against him last month a little less embarrassing. Anxi is in the top 8 with a very, very, very solid performance in this open qualifier. The only loss he took was against Moon. And that was a 2-1, so props to him.
Pretty cool. Makes it to the next stage. I'm not sure if he's been in Group Stage 2 before. I think he has. Group Stage 3, though, or not Group Stage 3. Playoffs would be it. That will be a new high for him. Perhaps he can make it there. I agree with you. Against Night Elf, especially his builds are looking really crisp, really solid. And in Undead Mirror, he's got the trump card of the Frostworms, which can be very powerful if not responded to properly. But how is he looking against Orc and Human? Because those will be in the running as well, probably.
Yeah, that would be the question. Last time he made it to the lower bracket final was then, Foggy got the revenge on him in that lower bracket final after being defeated earlier. So this is the first time, at least in this season, that he makes it. Wait, what the fuck?
Huh?
Must be a mistake on Warcraft3.info, because according to Warcraft3.info, Anxi has a 22% win rate versus Night Elf. That can't be true. But it's... I don't know who we faced there. But yeah, good. We don't really know what game to show you next, but we'll figure this out.